Man, let me tell y'all something. I just feel we living in a day now where everybody has some sort of God complex. You know, they have a sense of God. But a lot of people don't really know who God is because they don't have a relationship with God. So I said that to say, y'all just be careful when you come into contact with people who think they got all the answers to your problems. You know what I'm saying? Be careful. Because I say that because when you confide in people about like things you're going through and they help you out, it's a sense of I want to say obligation, but I know that's not a word. But it's a sense of, that's the only word that's coming to my mind, obligation for them, you know, where they feel like you are now in their pocket just because they've decided to help you or just because they decided to shed some light on your situation. Now, granted, it's good to have confidence. It's good to have people that you can talk to and people that you can confide in. But at the same sense, be aware of people who got all your answers. Be aware of people who got answers to everybody's problems. Be aware of people who got all the answers of the world. Because not one single man that's walking the face of this earth right now, you know what I'm saying, can give you all of the answers to everything. You know what I'm saying? Even with the book, even with the Bible. You can't give me all of the answers through the Bible. You can't. I'm going to challenge that to probably to the day I die. Not that I don't believe in the Bible. I very much do. I believe it's real. I believe it's active. I believe you apply it, it's going to work in your life. I do. But I don't believe that God has placed every single thing that he is aware of in the Bible. So with that being said, you cannot allow yourself to be sucked in by other people's ideologies, other people's way of thinking, other people's way of even solutions. Like resolving, I guess, resolutions. You know what I'm saying? Is the right word. Because people not going to resolve things and, solve things the way you do. You know what I'm saying? So, or what's best for you in your situation. So, oh Lord, it's just getting to a point now where everybody want to be God. Everybody want to be God. Everybody do. And it's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is just so disgusting to me. And the bad part about it is you can't even walk upright consistently. You know what I'm saying? You can't even consistently treat people right or treat people the same. And then you make up an excuse with God got me down and God got me low and God spoke to my spirit and I'm feeling this and he led me there and he told me to disconnect from that person and I asked pastor and pastor told me to do it too. And then you're disconnected from the very people that you need to be having around you. Because one thing we know about God don't make no mistakes, man. Even your bad that you've been through was for purpose. You know what I'm saying? Even all them negative people around you that didn't believe in you or don't believe in you, that's purpose. You know what I'm saying? Go through that. Not to say be abused and, hurt. If you have the strength to move forward and move out of it, I say move out of it. But if you don't beat yourself up because you don't have that strength to move out of it. Don't beat yourself up. But a lot of times we'll find people out here, man, and they literally want us to live the way they want us to live. They literally want us to, be out here doing all of the things that they think is right for us to do. And I really don't think that's fair because everybody got our own journey. But I feel like When God said, acknowledge me in all your ways and I will direct your path, he said your path. He didn't say y'all path. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that means everybody's on a different path to the same destination, I should say. Like, why are we out here fighting, and bickering and going back and forth about ways of life and what people should and should not be doing, if God is the orchestrator of all of them? He orchestrates everything. But we don't believe that, obviously. We don't believe that the good and the bad is working in our favor. We don't believe that we have to go through the bad to be refined and purified. We don't believe things. We want to be comfortable. We want to be happy all the time. We want to buy rough our feathers. We want to have money all the time. We want everything our way. We just entitled brats. That's all we is. Entitled brats. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like now we've gotten so entitled that we've gained this God complex where we think that we got the world itself figured out. And we don't. We barely even got our own life figured out. We honestly ain't no barely in it. We ain't even got our own life figured out. So when you look at it like that, man, just chill, fall back. Stop looking to everybody else for your answers. And look to the one source that can give you the answer that you need. You know what I'm saying? You're looking for everybody else's answers to your problems. But you got the answers in your gut. That's the craziest thing about it. Is that the answer is in your gut. So I don't know. I just had that on my spirit because it bothers me when people think they got all of your answers. You know what I'm saying? And then the bad part about it is they got all your answers, but they ain't even got their own. How? How is that possible? You know what I'm saying? Find somebody that you can get under that ain't wavering every time. Like, that ain't, 1 minute they want to be bothered and the other minute they ain't got time for you. Next minute, like, man, anybody got time for all the mixed emotions. You know what I'm saying? Who got time for that? Who really got time for somebody you wondering whether the day is the right day? Is the day a good day for me to confide? Is the day the good day for me to come lean on your shoulder? Is the day a good day? Man, please. Ain't nobody got time for all that. Ain't nobody got time for all that. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm going to move the way I move. You know what I'm saying? Because when I did have the vulnerability in me to confide in people, it wasn't received. It was rejected. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing but toughen me up. And for the longest, I was like, man, God, why? Like, why are people neglecting me? Why are people mistreating me? Why are people, you know what I'm saying? Like, why I don't feel like I'm being received? And granted, I had done some things in my past where, I kind of thought that was my payback. I kind of thought that was my, me getting back what I kind of put out. But truth be told, that was just God refining me. That was just God saying, look, you know what I'm saying? You got to go through this. You got to go through this to be refined. You got to go through the rejection and the neglect and all of that stuff to be purified. You got to go through that stuff. You know what I'm saying? To be purified. So he can be glorified. Because he don't need nobody else standing in the way when it comes to me and his relationship. He don't need nobody standing in the way. He need you, you know what I'm saying, to be in the position that he created you to be in. Because he don't need you to stand in the way of our relationship. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times that's what we do when we confide in people. We put more energy into the relationship with those people than we putting in the relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? And then you wondering why you confused about a lot of things. It's because you confided in the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? You laying all your heart on the line and all your heart on the table for an individual person who can't answer nobody's problem of theirs. Ain't that something? That's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? How we just in this world, just aimlessly wandering in this world. And when I say aimlessly, I'm talking about y'all rich people too. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you can't take none of it with you. You know what I'm saying? You aimless if you don't have purpose. You know what I'm saying? You are aimless if you don't have a desire to help people in generosity, unconditionally, and it ain't nothing you looking for return from people. You aimless if you not allowing God to use you. You know what I'm saying? You aimless. You know what I'm saying? You walking around here aimlessly. You can have $1 million and be aimless. You can have billions of dollars and be aimless. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. How money don't even make you into this whatever person or being that you should be. Not even all the money in the world can make you into who God created you to be. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? But I thank God, you know what I'm saying? Because I reached a place of peace and contentment. And I ain't even rich yet. But I reached there. I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be all right. You know? And no matter what I've been through, I have always known that God loves me and God's presence is very much alive in my life. You know what I'm saying? No matter what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, man, just stop listening to people. You know what I'm saying? Listen to the Lord. Then start adding people to your life. You know what I'm saying? And then you can know where you're going to position them people in your life. Because some people ain't got no business being close up and personal. You know what I'm saying? And just because they got the label on them, they definitely ain't got no business being close up and personal. Because as soon as you go and do something they don't approve of, then now the label comes and, oh, I'm this and I'm pastor, I'm evangelical, I'm prophetess and this, that, whatever. And God told me you shouldn't. Man, God ain't told you nothing about me. God told you everything about you. He ain't told you nothing about me. You know what I'm saying? Because me and God got a relationship. So whatever you thought you heard of what God said about me, I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. Simple as that. And I hate to sound like I'm being a challenge and I'm challenging people. You know what I'm saying? But I've been there before, man. Like, and my heart been wide open. Like, and it was right after I came out of some dark stuff, or while I was in dark stuff, let's say that. You know what I'm saying? And I was wide open. I wasn't drinking, I wasn't smoking, I wasn't having sex. I was just trying my best to stay in the middle between the mayonnaise and the mustard. And I was not received. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't received. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't received. And I wouldn't say I wasn't received. It just wasn't ideal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the receiving wasn't something that I expected, or their lack of receiving me was something that I didn't expect, because I knew I was in a genuine place. You know what I'm saying? I knew my heart was wide open. I knew I was ready to serve God. And all I needed was a little bit of push and a little bit of support and a little bit of understanding and a little bit of love. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And it just wasn't understood on the other end. And I don't hold that against nobody. Because everybody, we all human. And that's why I say that. We all human and we all make mistakes. And we getting to this point now where we let preachers, and I ain't got nothing against preachers, y'all don't get this wrong, but we let the preachers come in and straight up dictate everything in our life. You know what I'm saying? And then when they shut down and they having dilemmas in life and they don't quite have the time for us the way we felt like they should, then we don't know what to do with ourselves. We don't know where to go. We don't know how to do. Man, please, that's why you don't need to be all in for a person. You don't need to be all in for pastor. You ain't got to be all in for deaconess. You ain't got to be all in for prophetess. You know what I'm saying? Evangelist. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to be all in. All you got to be in is all in for you and all in for the one who created you. And then everybody else can fall where they need to fall at. And I don't want to make it sound like I'm using people and people around you, using people around you. But at the end of the day, You just gotta let people play the role in your life, and you play the role in their life that God asked and desired and ordained for you to play in the people's lives. But until then, please stop trying to over push yourself. You know what I'm saying? And stop it, because you're gonna drain yourself dry trying to be this great and perfect person for people. You're never gonna be.